This is classical study number 2. If you go to realviewguitar.com, you can download the tab for free, or there's a link to the tab in the sidebar of the YouTube site here. And it's another variation of the Spanish Romance in that it's a similar 3 fingers to 3 strings right hand picking pattern. The only difference is that you're going to hold down more chords with your left hand finger, so it's kind of the next step. It's kind of based around a small version of an A minor chord. So you're going to position your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your index finger, your first finger, is going to go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And the picking pattern with the right hand is the same: ring, middle, index on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd strings. Alright, and then you're going to place your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string while holding down the other 2 fingers without lifting, and then your little finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 1st string without lifting any of the fingers. Very important that you don't lift your fingers off. It's important to develop good technique where your fingers don't lift until they absolutely have to. Okay, so we're going to set the metronome to 100, 1 note per beat, nice and slow. Follow along on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So some notes on that classical study number 2. Again, the main thing to remember is that your 2nd finger stays on that 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 1st finger stays on the 1st fret of the 2nd string for a lot of the song, for the first 8 bars anyways. And then, if you look ahead to bar 17, your 1st finger again is back on that 2nd fret, 2nd string, 1st fret. And the fingering here is very important. You want to use your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string at bar 19. Hold it there while your little finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And then you're back to here. You've got the 2nd fret of the 1st string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Alright, so this is actually a D7 chord, which you will use a lot later on. So it's good to get used to it now. And keep those fingers down, so from bar 21, little finger goes back on the 3rd fret, back to the 2nd fret, and then at bar 25 you're home free again. And you end it off with a nice big E minor thumb strum. Alright, so I'll play the whole thing for you once at a regular tempo so you can get the feel of how the whole thing sounds. Here we go. Alright, and now let's put the metronome on at 120, just a little bit quicker than the first time we played it. And follow along on a count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. one more time, if you got that mastered, try it here at 140. On a count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.